All right, guys, welcome back again. Charles Calvino of the Calvino family. Just making that up. There's no Calvino family.
Not yet, but
not yet. So
thanks for having me.
Awesome. Yes, of course. So the last time you were on my channel, we talked a little bit about food, and then we kind of talked a little bit about being gay and Cambodian. But I felt like I was like, man, I really wanted to like dig into that. So I was like, we just gotta do a whole like separate video for that. So
hey, I'm down for it. Let's do it.
Yeah. So for those of you guys that don't know, Charles is gay, I'm gay, and we're gonna talk about being gay. But no, I feel like that's like an uncommon thing to kind of talk about in the Khmer community too. And I know like you and I have had like personal conversations about like growing up and what that meant like to be married.
Absolutely.
And I think, and our parents probably have this idea of what it's going to look like for when their kids get married. And obviously I'm married, like I had a completely different experience too. But I remember growing up, my mom was like, you know, if you want to get married and, you know, you wanted to make some money, you could go marry
like an arranged marriage.
An arranged marriage, like you could go marry a man from Cambodia. And she kept saying this to me in high school. And I'm like, girl, what are you talking about?
Like pushing it on you, basically.
Yeah. And so she was all like, yeah, you could get like up to $38,000.
30 to 40. Yeah.
Yeah, to get married to a man. And I was, so this is me,
girl.
Like, and she was like, I was like, so I don't get it. Like, I'm supposed to marry some random person? And she was like, yeah, that's what I do with your dad. And I was like, well,
that's what I do.
Yeah, that's literally like what I'm gonna do. But like, did your mom ever like talk to you about that? Like,
man, let me tell you, like you know, just me being the youngest one out of 6, everybody else in my family, my brothers and sisters, they're all, you know, together with someone and married with kids and all that stuff, and here I am like single as a Pringle. You know, I ain't thinking about, you know, being with anybody. I just, you know, I love myself. You know, I do things by myself. I'm used to, you know, going places by myself. I'm used to like cooking for myself and all that stuff. Just a thought of like back then I was probably like 22 years old or something like that, 22, 23, whatever. But my mom was like, yo, you got to bring your cousin to America. And I'm just like, who is my cousin in America? I mean, in Cambodia, you know?
Yeah.
And then she was like, all that stuff and all that. I'm just like, who is she? Why is her name Dirt? I'm gonna get into that, because what she did to me was basically dirt, you know, and that's her name. That's her name. Use out there, I'm talking about you. But anyway though, so long story short, I got thrown into an arranged marriage while being gay. And you know, my parents my parents knew I was gay already and all that stuff or whatever. So I'm just asking my mom, do I need to tell her I'm gay? She's like, no, you know? But I was like, but if you say she's my cousin, then why, you know? Okay.
So you're already out to your family and your cousin has to come to America and your mom wants you to marry her and bring her over here? Am I hearing this right?
Yes. But it was going to be like a trade-off thingy. Like, you know, you get this land, and as long as you have your son marry my daughter and all that stuff and bring her to the States, okay?
Okay.
So I'm just kind of like, damn, I gotta do all this stuff for mom, you know? I have nothing to lose. I ain't with nobody, you know?
True.
So I was like, what the heck? Let's go, because I'd never been to Cambodia. So 2008, here we go, plane tickets. Got my passport ready to go. I'm just like, I told my mom, I was like, so what do I do when I see her?
Oh my God. We need to go on Facebook, find a photo from you in 2008 and just put it right here.
I'm sorry I didn't get a picture of it. Like, I want to show you. So long story short, I thought I was going to go to Cambodia and marry this girl. Just the thought of saying marry this girl. And
concerned for you.
And here she is, like, and here she is, she's like all gung-ho for it and everything and all that stuff or whatever. So I'm just like, hey, you know, I'm telling my brothers and sisters, hey, I'm going to Cambodia for the first time. I'm so excited and all that stuff. And here we go on the plane. I'm in Korea. My mom was like, that girl don't want to marry you no more. Why? And I said, why? What's wrong? And then she was just like, 'cause she said you was ugly. Child. When I tell you this girl said I was ugly. And I told my mom, I said, Ma, can make me yate down your mother time you my hey my book Viet dot that like nah child, you know?
Oh my God, I'm
so
crying.
I was just basically telling my mom, I was like, how's she gonna say I'm ugly? But she over here all brace faced and her teeth is like train tracks and all that stuff. I'm doing you a favor. Why are you picky?
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So called off the wedding, you know, and I thought to myself, like,
you called it off?
They called it off.
Okay.
But I was kind of happy because I didn't have to get married with this girl. You know, that would be on my record. Yeah, that would be on my record coming to the States. What if I get married to my husband later on in the future and he's kind of like, whoa,
who that?
You were married, you know? That's gonna F things up on my end with my partner, soon to be partner in the future. Yeah. So, man, I was so glad that it didn't happen. But at the same time, just kind of like, wait, what picture did you send her, Mom? So I looked at the picture. She was like, who taught me it? And I looked at it. I was like, Mom, I'm in the 9th grade in that picture, and I got acne and Dragon Ball Z hairstyle, you know? And I was like, Mom, look, there's pimples all over my head and all that stuff. You gave this picture to her, and she was like, oh. That's the reason why she called off the wedding. But this girl, as soon as I got off the plane, you know, I was like, I don't care anymore because I'm gonna go to Cambodia and I'm gonna see all my cousins I've never met in my life, you know?
Yeah.
So I was just like, that's cool. Called off the wedding. I ain't gotta, you know, powder my face, make myself extra white for pictures and all that stuff. So that whole thing was canceled, and it was almost Cambodia New Year's. Tell me why I was having fun and all this stuff or whatever. Here she comes with her mama carrying all this fruit basket and all this stuff to me, and my mom being like, we want a second proposal in your son's marriage and my daughter's wedding. And my mom straight up said, no, you guys called it off once, it's done, you know?
Right.
And so I was just like, oh, I want some of those fruits, you know? I want some of those fruits. I didn't really care what my mom said. All I was caring about was like, dang, I see durian, I seen Plai Mien, I seen lychee, I see like Swai Tom and all that stuff. And I was like, you know, running to the kitchen to my aunt, and my aunt Mok, and she was just telling me, Mok, she was like, come see. And I was like, make chug. And she was like, come see. Because bike no behind that turbo, you know, like putting black magic, you know.
Oh
yeah. So they might do something like that, and if I would have aided, something would have happened. My gay ass would have probably married her, you know. So
damn, you would have been straight.
Child, if you saw her, you would probably stay gay for life.
Oh my. You were saying there would have been no hope for me either. I was
yeah. Girl, you probably been like, what is that? So, so that was what happened. And she got shut down so fast, she told her dad, let's go home. And that was it. And from then on till this day, she is married to a 55-year-old man in Boston, watching his baby kids.
Wait, she's here, like in the States?
She's here in the States already, in Boston. So if anybody in Lower Boston, if you know a girl, drop the number right now. I got some words.
I'm freaking weak, dude. I did not know that she was here. Holy crap.
Here now. That's what she get.
Whoa.
That's what she get. Oh. And matter of fact, like how are you picky? And I'm supposed to be your cousin.
Maybe she really knew. I ever thought maybe she knew you were gay and like she was like, nah, like.
But why did she want to marry me again then when she saw me step foot out of the plane?
Oh, I don't know. I was just trying to be helpful.
There's no hope, and I am glad till this day. Thank you, Lord. I am not married to a girl.
Satuk.
Thank you, Satuk.
Oh my God. I could not see you married to a girl. Like, I would be like that friend that's like, I mean, I'm just gonna say it. Like, there are people that I know are in like committed marriages that I'm just like,
yeah.
What?
I ain't trying to lay up in the bed feeding girls bananas and stuff. So.
Oh my God, that is such a wild story. Like
it's crazy.
Never known that.
My brothers and sisters did not believe me until my mom had spoke. You know, and I was the only one in that stepped foot in Cambodia in my family, and I come back home and I just have a better appreciation for life now that, you know, I've seen it all, you know, and I've had negative thoughts about going to the motherland before, you know, but it's not all what it seems.
Yep. I feel like if I go, I'll come back changed too. Like, I want to experience everything there, you know?
Another good thing, like, there's pros and cons about this experience I had. You know, my parents brought me to the Baton Rouge Museum. Wow, you know, we are blessed as the newer generations of after them, and just very blessed to be here till this day because they did everything for us. They sacrificed everything for us, and look at where we're at right now. Like, how did our mom and dad manage to come to the States?
I don't know.
And, you know, now that we're older, how did they do all of this when we were just little infants? That just amazes me.
Yeah.
So big thanks to our parents. So
I know.
We were very blessed.
Likewise. And yeah, it's like one of those things that you don't really know as a kid or like really kind of like grateful for until you get older and you think about the sacrifices that your parents, you know, did for you.
Yeah.
Like, listen, my parents, whatever they want, I do it for them, you know?
Exactly. You know, it's like when I see you interact with your parents, like, I love that because I want to see more of our generations do the same exact things, you know? You know, growing up, we don't say I love you a lot to our mom and dad, you know? And it's hard for us sometimes to say I love you to them because, you know, like I said, growing up, if we were to get bad grades, that's the only time we about to get whooped. But if we get good grades, they won't say nothing. No, proud of you, no. But it's all tough love at the end of the day. We know they're proud of us. They just, they don't show it, so.
Yeah, they show it now, at least on my
They show it now, yeah.
But growing up, ooh, pow. And I think that's like, too, you know, a lot of people say, you know, they like to see my parents like videos too. It was really hard to get them in videos too, but you know, I think that like things like, you know, I want to talk about like down the road too is, you know, just because you see whatever on social media or things that I do, like, you know, obey into the Khmer, like in your house and how you treat your parents. Like, I'm very much like that daughter that do good things for like her parents, all that stuff. So don't let these lights fool you, because I'm still down by and get groceries and things for my parents and be like, that's good.
I net tom thong.
Yeah, so. Whatever you said.
You know, like elderly people will look up to you like, this kid knows, like, you know, and all that stuff. Just like so.
Yeah, or my parents always say, like, you know, you know, doing these
good
things
karma.
is good karma. So
so
let's try to close this out. I'll cut that out, but so thank you for telling your story about that arranged marriage, which is just so crazy to me. And you know, I have like gay people on my channel, you know, and I'm very open about talking about gay things, especially for being Cambodian, because it's like a topic that isn't talked about. I think it's like one of the things that people talk about in their living rooms, but not necessarily social media. What's a piece of advice would you say for anybody that's struggling to come out that's gay and Cambodian? And I think, you know, I've shared about it in my own coming out story, but you know, I kind of like to ask like others, like, what was it like for you, but also like what would you give for advice to those that are coming out to their parents?
Take your time, do it on your own, you know, whenever you feel like it, you know, go right ahead, don't force it, love yourself, you know, don't let yourself down, give yourself some credit at the end of the day, because at the end of the day, it's you that's going to be there for yourself. You need to love yourself, and no matter what, you just have to be ready for it. And like I said, when it's time, but don't be hard on yourself. So
that's good advice. I would say, don't be hard on yourself and have a support.
Find some friends, you know. Sooner or later, like I said, I've never had a coming out story before, and I wish I can share something like that to other gays, you know, Khmer gays or any other gays. You know, I would always like to tell them, my experience and all that stuff. And just to take your time, don't rush. When it's ready, you'll feel ready in your heart, and just love yourself.
Amen. Well, Charles, I think we're almost out of time. Thank you again for
thank you for having me again. Whoa.
Yes, 2 videos.
I'm hungry now.
I know, I am hungry too. I gotta figure out what to eat. But yeah, so thank you again. And guys, don't forget to follow Charles. His information is right here below.
Don't forget to follow Spring Roll, which you probably already are.
They know the drill. They know the drill. Okay. So you guys know the drill. Until next time. Bye guys.
Bye everyone. Thank you.